And what's up again, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome into our second race here in our 5th week of Binding of Isaac Racing League second season. So again, like I said, welcome in one and all. Good to see y'all once more. Let me get some music rocking here because I always forget to unmute this. I'm so sorry. I'm terrible. There we go. Let there be music. Dat Danny B. On that note, let's flip this on over, and as you can see, like I said, welcome into our second race this week. We have our 3-1 Jacksonville Jaguars, the Haku on the left-hand side, versus our 3-1 St. Louis Rams. Notice that I called them by the correct team name this time. I'm learning. But ZeroGamePlan, your representative of the St. Louis Rams, is on the right-hand side. Again, I totally forgot to get the answer. Are you guys on a call at all, or does anybody know if they are on a call together? There's a link to get into both of their channels, by the way. So one more time, let me make sure that you guys see that one. There you go. Yeah, that illegal reroll in the intro. Shh, nobody saw that. Good catch on that, by the way. You're the first person to mention that. I like that. Yes, they are on a call. Awesome. They're going to do their own countdown whenever they're ready to go then. For those that are new, joining in for the first time, though, let me explain what we do. We take Isaac on both characters. They both have the same save file. We race them down a best 2 out of 3 through the womb 2, so you have to kill Mom's heart. There is a special exception to that rule. We'll get to it if we see it. We call it the Magic D250 rule. On that note, though, there are 7 items that you cannot pick up in this league. And again, I will get them out in emote form here for you. Excuse me. There we go. So you cannot pick up Dr. Fetus, Epic Fetus, Ipecac, Dead Sea Scrolls, Holy Bible, Toothpicks, or the Shovel this year. All of those are outlawed. You can pick up the Toothpicks if you want to. Nobody has. They only give you shot speed increase. They're useless. So you can re-roll them if you want to. All the racers know this already. Like I said, they're both 3-1 right now. Zero looking to take over the lead in his division, and Haku looking to stay as close as he can right now to undefeated Cobalt Streak, who races tomorrow night, if I'm not mistaken. I've lost track of days. Anyways, but he races later on this week and is still undefeated. Haku has 1 loss right now, so he can move very close, but not quite there against him. And again, these two are ready to go, it looks like, so they'll be off and racing whenever they're ready. And again, looks like Zero's got an interesting start, though. He's got an item room and a library right there. He's going to need a key to get in, but you never know what he could come across here. Excuse me, sorry about that. So again, we got the dual link for both of their channels there. Get into Haku's channel and ZeroGamePlan at the same time. Again, Zero's one of our newest, I say that like I work at Twitch or something. One of the newest partners here at Twitch. So definitely going to give them both some support here, especially during the race. Root on your favorite caster, your favorite team, whatever the case might be. And again, good luck to both of you guys. Whenever you're ready, feel free to start it off. Yeah, how about them no crowns? Oh, I already know that they're in a call, so they're doing their own start there. And like you see, there's a little bit of a delay because I'm recapturing 2 streams. Zero lives across the sea from me. And, yeah, they're, well, across the ocean, across the sea. You know what I mean. Got Bobby Darin stuck in my head to start the race off. On that note, we got my little unicorn for the Haku, so we saw that in the last race. 7 seconds of invincibility, and, well, never mind, he reset it. Would have been 7 seconds of invincibility and damage dealing at the same time, but looks like he was just going to say the heck with it, and they're both back to the very start again here. So again, resets are allowed whenever you want to. They're the same as taking a death, and we figured why not make it quicker. On that note of how did they do it so quickly, hold down the R button. Alright, so ZeroGamePlan getting his boss fight again, though, on your first floor, especially in these races. Racers are going to look for their item room, not worry about taking out that boss fight, because you don't want to waste that extra time. If you have something really bad in your item room, you're going to reset. So most of them are just going to look for the item room first, then worry about if they're resetting or not, then go to the boss. On that note, let's see those no toothpicks as Zero gets to re-roll it. Ooh, geez. Turns it into Kamikaze, and that's a reset. But let's see those no toothpick emotes. On that note, let me get one of those in there. Boom. Probably jumped the gun momentarily on that, but there you go. Oh, Haku reset just the right amount of times, and let's get stabby on the left-hand side. Haku's got Mom's knife, and he is definitely going to be off and running and very happy with this start, so oh my. So Zero's going to keep resetting, hoping for something good. Is that good enough? No, it's not. Another reset for Zero again. He's going to have to look for something, and that's not it either. Bum Friend will not do it in this case. He's going to look for anything with damage right now because Haku has got a very distinct item advantage. And again, a little bit of speed up. I believe that's a 20% speed increase. Again, we have a new wiki page that we're using and directing people to. Again, check out this platinumgod.uk link that we just put in chat. Wow, the poop, really? Like, really on this? Ooh, telepills for Zero. Yeah, into a store with pretty much nothing and another reset incoming. Jeez, no luck so far. Celtic Cross for Haku on the left-hand side, 33% chance that you're actually going to get a 5-second damage shield if you get hit. And again, if you check out that platinumgod.co.uk webpage right there, any item that gets picked up, including trinkets, you'll be able to see by the look of the item itself. Like the hourglass, for example, for Zero. If you hover over that, you'll be able to see what it does for you. I love the GIF, Zero. Oh my god. I love the GIF, dude. For those who didn't see that, that was Diana facepalming pretty hard as Zero has to reset yet again. And another one. Jeez Louise, no good items here for Zero, and Haku now flying ahead already at his boss fight on the second floor. And again, there you see Knife ripping on through, a little bit more health up for Haku, and he'll be onto his third floor. The cave's won already. And again, getting the normal version, no expansion floor, so he'll rip right on through. Again, Zero finding yet another item room. Let's hope he gets something in here. I want to see something powerful. Loki's Horns does not count as something powerful. That would fire out tears in all 4 directions, and that's really about it. Not that special, and actually kind of not useful. It can actually get you in a lot of trouble. So again, at this point, I would say let me link up both of these racers' channels. Go in and give Zero a hug at this point. Yeah, Zero needs some luck at this point here, so let's see what we can get going. Oh god, the toothpicks again. Ooh, but it rerolled into the Blood of the Martyr, so damage up right off the bat there, so that's about a +2 damage. So very nice, Zero's finally going to be off and running here. See, that hug worked out. You send the man some good luck, he gets good luck. That's all it takes, guys. So there you go, Zero's going to be off and running again, though. Caves 1 boss fight right ahead of Haku here, and he may be willing to skip his item room. Knowing Haku, he does a lot of strategy like this in races. But looks like instead going to go on, get Pride instead while he's looking for his item room. That's interesting. Anarchist Cookbook. He picks it up just so it doesn't spawn any, or ever again, I should say, but that would be 6 random bombs placed across the room. So Haku says no thanks to that. We got Famine on the right side for ZeroGamePlan. That'll wind up spawning a cube of meat for him when he's done. Oh sure, now you show a cat. Now Spaz is awoken and wants to be on camera but can't. Oh, lemon mishap. So again, that is a, you will spill basically what looks like quote-unquote lemonade on the ground. We know it's not lemonade, but let's just call it that. But in a pile that if any enemy walks through will actually damage them. So Zero gonna leave that, or sorry, Haku gonna leave that behind on the left side. See, I'm calling everybody by the wrong name already. It's gonna be a long week, guys. We're only in race number 2 and I'm already screwing everything up. See, hugs make everything better. Exactly. So let's see, a little bit of damage up there for Haku, plus a devil deal. Ooh, wow, this is going to get real fun, guys. So, Krampus will wind up giving Haku the lump of coal. Normally what this does is as your shots move further away from you, your damage increases, and the size of your shots also increase. That will increase your damage on the knife as it goes further away, but you can see the blackened, coal-ridden knife there for Haku. I always love that. I think it looks so cool that way. And there you see stabby time. Haku's got to get in real close to those, and that's the way you want to take those tomato enemies out. I do not like those. They bounce way too often, especially if you have the knife. It makes it very hard for me to hit them. So I think Haku's doing a very good job right here. Speaking of that, taking out these is... Oh, how did he not get 2 at a time on that shot? That was cheap. You see Zero still working out the second floor here. No boss fight, no item room yet. So where is he going to find these? Wow, this just keeps going. This is the worst second floor I've seen in any of the races so far. Zero is just getting no luck today. Unbelievable. Alright, let's see. So again, boss fight here coming up for Haku. Will he look for his item room? And yes, indeed, he will look for that fur. Maybe not. I spoke too soon. Haku going into his boss fight. Gonna get Gertie this time. So again, there is a real tactic to Gertie with knowing when she's gonna shoot. It's a matter of counting 1, 2, 3, and then moving off to the side. She's either going to shoot or spawn. And you see Haku doing just that, ripping on through with this knife. And that'll be the end of this boss fight. And, oh, let's see those no crowns. I bet you Haku don't grab that. No, he doesn't. Haku the believer in the no crown. Let's see the no crowns in Ataku's add-on. Oh, I love it. So again, definitely not picking that up. That would have given him money. That's actually Pageant Boy by name. Again, it's just an inside joke, not picking it up, so... gotta love it. But yeah, again, Haku not picking it up, leaving the money behind, not too worried about getting into stores, so he didn't really even have to worry about it, quite honestly. There you see Zero ripping on through Larry Jr., just about done with this fight here on the second. But again, Haku with a gigantic lead at the moment, already on Depths 1. A little bit of health up for ZeroGamePlan, sorry about that, I had to clear my throat. A little bit more health up with those soul hearts. Gonna go back and grab the rest that he had sitting out. Also look for that second item room because he has yet to grab that. Maybe not. Nope, looks like Zero knows that he's far enough behind. He's just gonna move right on along here. And indeed he will. So skipping that second item room, ZeroGamePlan just dealing with a 1 damage up and a cube of meat at the moment. Well, and 1 health up, I should add. The no crown joke is because of Princess Diana. We call it Diana's crown. It's actually called Pageant Boy, but we call it Diana's crown just because it's an ongoing, just stupid inside joke. Let's see, Haku. Ooh, I like this theory. Okay, for those wondering why Haku just took the Book of Revelations and is not using it yet, Haku's gonna wait until the second floor of the depths. Well, actually, at this point, he might as well use it, I guess, thinking about where he's at, because I just realized that he's on an Acropolis floor, which means that he's got XL. Which it just doesn't look like yet, so I didn't even pay attention to that. But again, Haku with an XL floor, apparently, gonna force spawn a Soul Heart on him, but more importantly, force spawn a Horseman fight for his first of 2 boss fights on these. So definitely, it'll help him out, actually. He needs an orbital, so that's probably a good move on his part. But I think he was gonna wait until he got onto the second floor until he realized, just like I did, that he had an XL. Because again, if you use this on Depths 2, for example, for the first time, it should spawn a, ooh, speaking of which, really quick, spawning a Devil Deal on the right side. ZeroGamePlan, almost called him by his, wow. That gif. Jesus. Anyways, getting the pack for damage up and fire rate up on the right side at his Devil Deal. Also gets 2 soul hearts to replace the 2 red ones that he spent to get it. But the pack there for ZeroGamePlan, I love the gif, by the way. Oh my god. Anyways, back to the Book of Revelations. When you use that on the set of floors that you're on, so let's say that you're on the depths in this case, you're going to force spawn a horseman fight at the end of one of the 2 of them. Now the depths, you know at the end of depths 2, you're getting Mom's Foot. So if you use it on depths 1, you're guaranteeing that horseman fight on that floor. If you wait until depths 2 to use it, then you don't get a horseman fight, but you keep getting soul hearts. So you have to kind of think about that for a second or two. If you're really worried about getting more horsemen, that's a way to not make sure that you don't, but kind of help to guarantee that you may not, I should say. On that note of boss fight, Zero coming across his here in Caves 1. Been grabbing some keys and some bombs on the way in, and gonna get Variant Pestilence. So again, you see all these extra shots that he's gonna fire out in, let's see, I can't count, 8 directions, not even 6 directions. 7, I can't count, whatever, who cares? D6 are outlawed in the league for the most part. You can only use them against banned items. D20 is okay. Completely different thing. D6 will reroll pedestal items, like you just saw there. And before we go any further with this real quick, second cube of meat for ZeroGamePlan, Bob's Rotten Curse for the Haku. Haku's got poison bombs now and gained 5 extra bombs. You see the second cube of meat for ZeroGamePlan now floats around him and fires out shots along with blocking shots. So nice finds on both there. On that note really quick, going back to the question, D6 will reroll pedestal items. D20 will everything else, like in Haku's room, for example. That chest could reroll into a heart, a bomb, a key, something to that effect. Now that trinket's out there, that could have rerolled into something. Again, Samson's Lock is a mini version, kind of a random version, if you will, of Blood Rage, or of Bloody Lust, I should say, Samson's item. So what that does is gives you the same amount of damage up that Samson's Bloodlust would, but it's random. It may not actually up when you kill enemies, so you never know. But that could be damage up one way or the other. Great find again there for Haku. Never gonna go wrong with it. And there's that item room for Zero. Again, holding on to a key finally. Again, now you can actually see that the Haku does have an XL floor. I've been saying that for a while. When you just see Necropolis on the first floor that you're on, it's actually XL if you don't happen to catch Curse as a Labyrinth. Let's see, Spider Butt for ZeroGamePlan. That'll replace the Space Use item. And that's going to give a slowdown effect to everything in the room very briefly, also do damage to it. And I believe it's got a 1 or 2 room recharge. So it's actually pretty useful, quite honestly. Third stage of Meat Boy would make instead of having that orbital around you, you would lose that, and it would become a actual, like, running around Meat Boy that would wind up chomping on enemies. Does a pretty good amount of damage. Issue is that you lose the orbital, you lose the shots that it fires, and it's pretty stupid. It doesn't always go after enemies. B, when it does, it can sometimes kick bombs that you've also dropped at enemies, so we call it Soccer Boy. It's a little bit risky, and a lot of the racers really don't like taking it unless they know for a fact that they're going to get a fourth piece. Fourth piece basically just gives you more damage on that. Let's see, do we have a judgy please moment? Zero was thinking about it. I think that hurt his soul a little bit. But there you see Spider Butt slowing everything in the room down against Green Peep. There you see it wearing off, and just how quick it is. It's good, like 5 seconds tops. But nonetheless, ripping on through as he's got pretty good damage still going on his tears. With the Pact and the Blood of the Martyr, he's still doing pretty good with these tears. So he's not all that far behind. He'll wind up on the Depths 1 very shortly here. Again, there's the second of the 2 item rooms for Haku on his XL floor. He'll just be looking for boss fights after this. Nice knife throw right there. Very nicely done. A couple extra bombs for Haku, so he's up to 21 now. What's up, you say what? How you doing? Alright, so again, a little bit of lag on Zero's side. Let me refresh his just so that I know exactly where he's sitting at, because we know we're in a somewhat safe room. Just to make sure that I get caught up. See, we weren't too far ahead. Still in the same room. Just had to make sure, though. Yep, exactly. Book of Revelations on the first of the 2 floors would guarantee that you're gonna get a Horseman fight on that first floor. Like, on the Depths or on the Womb, that is. Any other one, you're safe. You know, like, obviously in the Cathedral, the Chest, in Shale, you're gonna get guaranteed bosses. But, like you see, Haku, because he used the Book of Revelations, got a Horseman here to start his boss fights off. So again, he gets 4 right there, gets that first cube of meat that I was telling you about, and he'll be on to his second straight boss fight, Mom's Foot. Which again is Gray Mom, so he'll probably just, there you see it, beats me to it, jumps right down by the door. He's going to wait a second to actually get the arm to pop out, and that knife will do all the work for him. I love this tactic, I have to say. I'm very fond of this newfound tactic. Here you see Squeezy, so the actual charge rate will decrease on the knife, so it'll fire faster. He'll grab the Polaroid for not having anything else to have in his trinket slot there. Oh, yeah, I was going to say he's not at half heart, so never mind, moot point. Actually, yes, he is, so never mind. I looked at that incorrectly. I just now saw the blue one, so moot point on what I just said. So the Polaroid will actually help him later on. Ooh, almost didn't, though. Ooh, speaking of nice tears, tooth shot there for ZeroGamePlan on the right side. So dependent on his luck, he's going to be able to fire out teeth that are 3 times damaging. And there you see one of them right there going into the fire that had just disappeared. Wow. Internal compass on the left. Haku already finding his Womb 1 boss fight. And again, you're not looking for an item room in the Womb, just the boss fights. No stores, no item room, just secret rooms, boss fight, super secret, and possibly an arcade or library. That is it. So Haku going to be very happy with this. Again, with the knife, he was happy enough already. Didn't need any more items. Even if they were here, he would have just fought this and moved on, I'm sure. There you see that tooth coming in handy for ZeroGamePlan. Lots of teeth firing out, my goodness. So many teeth. I think it's 3 times your current, if I'm not mistaken, not 3 times base. I believe it's 3 current. There's a little bit of health up and a God room for the Haku, along with Guardian Angel in there for free. So a double speed orbital. You can see now Cube of Meat is spinning at double the speed, along with a second item there, that Guardian Angel, to actually block more shots for Haku. So he'll be moving on to the Womb 2, a very happy man right now. Way more health than he needs at the moment. Again, everything in the Womb does hit you for a full heart of damage, so you do have to be careful here. Yeah, it's 3x current. Okay, kind of what I thought. So again, at this point, ZeroGamePlan really hoping to get on over towards that boss fight as quick as he could. He did pick up the compass, by the way, so you can see on his mini-map, you can tell about where he's headed to. You can't see the floors, or the rooms, I should say, until he gets right next to them. But you'll be able to tell about the general way you have to head. So again, heading straight on over here. He's got 1 more room to clear after this, and he'll be on to his Depths 1 boss fight. But again, possibly too little too late. Haku with the knife and a good floor and a half advantage right now. Excuse me. Alright, and speaking of, wow, that internal compass yet again. Good God. Haku's seriously getting some luck on this one, right on into his mom's hard fight. Again, Zero Game Plan at the moment fighting Gish. We'll wind up with Little Gish after it. But again, maybe too little too late because we only raced through mom's heart. So again, as soon as Haku takes this out, he could have himself a very quick 1-0 lead here. So again, not too much more to go. Dropping some poison on there with Bob's Curse on his poison bombs. That knife just ripping on through everything like it's hot butter. Done, done, done. Yeah, this one's going to be over in about, oh, now-ish. One more throw. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, that was quick. Oops, I just moved the score. Let's try moving that back where it was supposed to be. Whoopsie. Should probably lock everything in place before I do that again. On that note, god dang it, am I stupid. Anyways, the Haku's got himself a 1-0 lead over Zero Game Plan here as he ripped on through that first round. Does anybody have a timer on that? Yeah, there's that facepalm again. That Diana facepalm. Wow, seriously though, that knife run. All you can say to that one, Zero, is you got no luck at the beginning with those items. None whatsoever. But yeah, round 1 to Haku right there, and you can see we do a best 2 out of 3. So Haku's got a 1-0 lead. We're going to get both of these racers reset. Do me a huge favor, go give them both a good luck in the second round right now, and give them both a little bit of support because Zero Game Plan, one of our newest partners here on Twitch, is probably also going to run ads. Cough, cough, wink, wink. So everybody head on over there, give him support too. I'm going to run a minute worth of ads, and we'll be right back on the other side of it. We'll get round 2 underway, and we'll be right back with you. Alrighty, we're back and we're clear, and on that note, you get to watch Haku try to finish off the devil here, because he's actually in phase 2 right now. Like, that internal compass is still on Haku's side. Never mind. Never mind. There came that foot and there came that reset, so they're both gonna reset really quick here, try to find the rooms that they're looking for. Wow, Haku got really lucky. That Haku luck on the resets. I don't know what the hell's up, but like, damn, dude. He got the room that he wanted, like, right off the bat there. Gotta love it. But yeah, in the playoffs, we'll go a little bit further here. So again, like where you just saw Haku going to, that's the first round of the playoffs final boss. Oh, and it looks like we're actually ready to go here. So again, we got both racers looking like they are set for round 2. And again, we're going to race through the womb too, so through Mom's Heart in the regular season. Come the playoffs, again, we go a little bit further. We'll explain that when we get there. There's a few other little things with that, with home field advantage. Again, we'll get there when we get there. That's months away, so I'm not worried. Either way, though, these guys are going to get rolling at their convenience. Again, Haku's got a 1-0 lead right now, so he's looking to take the night 2-0. And Zero Game Plan looking to tie this up for us a pivotal Game 3 and see if he can't get himself to 4-1. Again, both at 3 wins and 1 loss right now, looking to move up towards or at the top of their division, respectively. So again, good luck to both, and we'll see if Zero can force a Game 3 or if Haku can take it 2-0 here. And have yourself a good night, Flashback. And yep, if anyone wants to know how that reset happened so fast, that was them holding down the R button. Excuse me, sorry about that. The puns, they're so strong. If you have Brimstone, spam it when it charges, fires off like 3 times. Yeah, I've done that plenty. Problem is it gimps your damage on both of those shots. Like, it only gives you the 1 tick on both. The 1 tick of damage, I should say, on both. That probably got phrased wrong. What's up, Go? How you doing? Yeah, exactly. Zero at this point, hoping that he gets far better luck as he starts this race off. Haku, on the other hand, hoping he comes across another knife like he's been doing on reset. So, momentarily here, it looks like they're just about to get going because Zero's moving around a little bit. But again, we'll get these two rolling momentarily here. And again, good luck to both guys. And there we see it. So they're off and running. Haku with no luck in that first item room. On the other hand, Zero with the Book of Shadows and 12 seconds of invincibility. Yeah, Haku really ain't gonna like that run, so he's gonna reset. He saw Guppy's tail in there. That would have given him more chests throughout the span of the run, but again, with no keys early on, that's a little risky. Little Steven, not the worst thing ever. On the other hand, that Bible into the relic, not a real bad thing, so Haku looks like he's gonna be off and running with his run. So again, let's see those no Bibles, because Haku saw one of the banned items, the Holy Bible. Basically, you get to re-roll the banned items in this league. There are 7 of them. And wow, this is going to be a really similar run brewing here. Anyways, re-roll the Bible into the relic, which every 4 rooms, that's that blue cross behind Haku at the moment. Every 4 rooms will give him a blue soul heart. Again, also went to his item room, found little Steven, the follower with homing purple shots on him. Now, the funny part is ZeroGamePlan is fighting Steven right now, which means that he's got a 50-50 shot of either getting little Steven that you see that Haku has, or getting the damage up tumor that we saw, I believe, in the first race. Not between these two, but the first race today. Between Gambit and... Oh my god, I can't think of who Gambit raced already. Wow, am I just spacing the ever-living hell out. Casper, jeez Louise. Because it was Casper's run that had it. And again, ZeroGamePlan lives overseas for me. Every now and then this happens. Welcome to the wonders of broadcasting and trying to watch Twitch on people that live across the sea from you. So as soon as he's done with this fight, we'll see what item he gets here. I'll refresh his on his way down to the next floor. And we got dueling little Stevens, it looks like. So again, ZeroGamePlan just barely going to be the first onto the next floor. Let me refresh his. Wow, I don't know how that didn't move. There we go. Anyways, with a Curse of Darkness for ZeroGamePlan, not going to see his mini-map. So again, he's going to have to remember where that item room is, should he come across a key, because he does not have a key to get into it right now. And let's see here. For anybody that wants to know what any of the items do, easy way is that page that Spazbot's going to link up. Wow, speaking of soul hearts here, goodness gracious. Alright, so soul hearts galore coming for Haku. He's got now, with the Miter, a 50% chance that red hearts are going to spawn as blue soul hearts for him. ZeroGamePlan just picked up Mom's Contact, which ups your fire rate, and as you can see, makes your tears red, which adds a freeze effect onto enemies randomly. So that's, both of those are really great finds for these guys. There you see the freeze effect taking hold for ZeroGamePlan. Yeah, speaking of keys, and again, that timing, like every now and then the game just knows, like, all right, let's give him a key, get into that item room, and it does happen. You just saw it on Zero's side, and it worked out beautifully. It's kind of rare, but it does happen every now and then where it feels bad for you. I think it just kind of goes like, all right, we've given you enough crap today. So there you see use of the Horror Babylon for the Haku. So again, if you ever come across that item and you're down low enough on health, or in nothing but blue health form, that'll be permanently enacted and ups your damage and turns you into this gigantic hitbox monster, as you can see. But again, Zero onto his second boss as well. Mind you, I also just did not mention that he picked up these small rocks, so you want to talk about damage up, here we go. Zero getting damage up, fire rate up, and movement speed down. Again, he's not going to care too much about the movement speed. He will care about that devil deal, possibly, though. Maybe not. Guppy's Paw and Demon Baby. Again, Ataku's going to cry out, do not pick up Demon Baby. He's too low on health to care. But that would have been a follower that shot out, I think it's pretty base damage tiers to anything that got close to it. I personally like it. A lot of the racers don't. And there's a link to get into both of their channels, so you can find out pretty easily. So again, both getting their item rooms here. Again, both with just the one key. Okay, that's a bit of a troll sitting in the center there on Zero's side. Hey, Monstro's not completely chipped tooth. Sorry, inside joke with me. But nonetheless, Zero going to leave that behind. Book of Shadows again, 12 seconds of invincibility. He'd much rather have that. Haku into his item room, getting the Forever Alone attack fly, so that blue fly floating around will do a lot of damage for Haku, and he knows very well how to utilize that, so you'll probably see that put to use against boss fights. Very, very nice. Ah, that was just a gif of Princess Diana. It's another one of the racers. He was just making a pun on that one for the facepalm that she did. Pretty well-placed bomb there by Haku. I'm surprised it only hit 2 of those greed heads, though. Like, one just happened to jump just far enough out of the way. But again, both looking really good on health at the moment here. It's just a matter of actually finding item rooms and boss fights. And again, you got a Caves XL for a ZeroGamePlan. So he's got 2 item rooms and 2 boss fights on this floor. Difference is that it's got Caves 1 and Caves 2 jammed together into it, which again, Haku only on a Caves 1 at the moment is going to have to go through his entire floor. He's already found the item room, but just look for his boss fight now, and then go on to his second one like you would normally assume. Zero's going to come across back-to-back boss fights at some point here. It's a matter again of finding it though, let alone there is another item room hiding somewhere here. The song is very quiet and too relaxing for a race. I think it's over. No, it's close enough. When did that happen, Diana? Oh dear God. So again, Zero gonna work up to the top right part of the map. Only other way that he can head. There's that second item room for him. Again, with a key, he can actually get into it, so he's gonna be pretty happy about this one. You're like, I don't even know. Let's see what Zero winds up with here. Oh, let's see those no scrolls as the Dead Sea Scrolls show up. Again, Zero with no D6 just has to leave him behind, so there goes that happiness about getting into his item room. Again, the Dead Sea Scrolls can give you a random space use item. And again, we've had our racers actually see everything in their own runs, from the D6 to Wiggle Worm, which is completely ineffective, to other banned items like the Shovel, and I think there was one other one that it can do that I'm spacing on now, but either way. But again, you can re-roll those if you have your D6. Other than that, you have to leave it behind. Can't even pick it up so that it doesn't spawn again. You just have to hope for the best. All the more reason to consider maybe keeping that. Yeah, that D6 can come in very, very handy this year, especially with that new rule. Like, maybe you wind up with 2 of the same items on the same floor. Cough, cough, Full Metal Gambit, 2 Bibles on the same floor that you got to re-roll both of in the last race. Cough, cough. Just saying, you know. Yeah, gotta scroll down on that page a little bit. I'm not right at the top. It's all in alphabetical. Alright, so let's see. We got Peep on the right-hand side for Zero's first boss fight. Again, he's got his 2 back-to-back here, so you can see that room off to the left is also a boss fight for ZeroGamePlan. Huh. Speaking of Demon Baby, Haku's going to be very happy. Both racers have now passed on it, and for Haku, it would have been free. So again, Haku going to be a very happy man. Notice that I'm saying Haku and not Haku that second time there. Haku has got a severe hatred. Our Detroit Lions absolutely hates that Demon Baby. So I guarantee you will never see him pick that up. Haku, on the other hand, I'm actually kind of surprised didn't want it. I'm also kind of surprised that he missed with that bomb placement. Just barely miskilling that Demon Beggar. Again, that'll up your chances of getting a Devil Deal at the end of the floor. Yeah, I know, personally, I love Demon Baby. That's just me. I like that if anything gets in close to me, that Demon Baby's gonna shoot. Now, the fear is that if you get an exploding enemy, and let's say that it gets in really close to you, and Demon Baby, you're not expecting it to shoot, becomes a bit of a problem because you can injure yourself. That's most of the reason that they're gonna stay away from it. Exactly. Exactly what Sake said. Exactly. Alright, so there's that item room for Depths 1 already for ZeroGamePlan. Again, with the Curse of Darkness, I can't really tell you too much about what's going on with this floor, and nor can he, because you can't see the layout whatsoever. But again, Haku moving on, finding his boss fight here in Caves 2. So he's looking to kill that off and then move right on along to his Depths 1. Ooh, ZeroGamePlan with the fire rate up odd mushrooms, so that'll cap out your fire rate, drop your damage by 1 effectively. But he's not going to be too mad. You can see he's firing out a ridiculous rate of tears right now. What's up, Reg? How you doing? Yeah, no mask. This needs to be an emote for next year. Oh, wow. Speaking of fast tears, my god, ZeroGamePlan just picking up Cancer as well, which just doubled and overcapped his fire rate. So now look at this machine gun over on the right side. Holy mother. Wow. So that was a pretty good back-to-back couple of rooms right there for ZeroGamePlan. Look at this. It's a machine gun. And especially with the freeze effects, like, he's just going to freeze everything in place. There's a cat o' nine tails, 16% shot speed increase on the Haku side. He'll pass on that, it looks like. Definitely, oh, maybe not. There we go. Picked up the Holy Grail, though, so that's health up and flying ability for Haku. So he's definitely not going to cry here. Stars card teleports you directly into your item room. Haku going to pick up the Lucky Foot. That'll turn all your pills into an at-worst neutral effect. Will not tell you exactly what they do, but still gives you that same effect on them. Also ups your gambling chances. Although amazingly enough does not up your luck. How weird is that? Your luck stat is not increased by picking up the Luck Foot. Strange, but true. Yeah, we got us a crybaby on the right side. Look at this, he just won't stop crying. He's crying everywhere, man. You just can't stop him. Gotta love that Holy Grail, though. That flying ability is too good. And again, here's one of those exploding enemies that we're talking about. Had, let's say, ZeroGamePlan had Demon Baby right now, he may have been too close to that when it exploded because Demon Baby may have killed it a little too soon. So it's a little bit of a risk. Personally, for me, I'm willing to take it, especially if you have the freeze effect that Zero does. But again, when he came across it, ZeroGamePlan that is, he would have had to spend 2 red hearts to get it, as opposed to Haku getting it offered to him for free. And speaking of offered for free, ZeroGamePlan fighting the Fallen here as his boss for Depths 1. This is guaranteed to give you a Devil Deal item as you finish off the kill. So this can be something really good or something really, really crappy that you may not want. We'll see what happens, though. Oh, that was too close. Don't scare me like that, Zero. On the other hand, though, speaking of Devil Deal items, Krampus in Zero's Devil Deal, which again will be a pretty quick fight for him with this tier 8 build. And he's going to get the lump of coal off of that. The further away his shots go, the more that they grow in size and damage. He's going to leave behind, possibly, it looks like, leave behind Guppy's tail. But we'll find out what happens. If that was a dead cat, I think Zero would have been very pissed off that he picked that up on accident. We'll see what happens, though. Either way, is going to leave behind Guppy's tail. That would have been more spawns of chests, and he doesn't really have keys to open up locked chests. So he wants no part of that right now. Lump of coal's not a bad thing, believe it or not. It's really not a bad thing. And again, like if you combine coal with, let's say, and again, that goes by your range stat. So the more range that you have, the further or the longer your shot will stay on screen. It's not range necessarily like you would think. It's the amount of time your shot stays on screen. But if the longer it goes, the more it's going to grow in size. Speaking of, there's another Fallen fight for the Haku. Interesting. Nonetheless, into another item room here for Zero and the Relic. Wow, we have really similar runs going. Check this out. So, we've got both Little Steven and the Relic following both of our racers at the moment. They're both going to be on the same floor momentarily. Again, Zero's got a ridiculous tier build by comparison to Haku. Haku can fly. That's about your only differences right now. But again, we'll see what Devil Deal item comes up for the Haku here, as he's guaranteed one. We'll see which it is, though. But again, if, let's say, you combine the coal with Brimstone, that's max damage. Well, not max, but it adds like 20 damage, or 21, I believe, onto your Brimstone. It's a ridiculous damage increase is the point. So it's all about combinations. Ooh, Guppy's Paw. So it's a lot of Guppy items coming off of the Devil Deals today. But again, Haku gonna grab that. Will he consider this, though? Yep, looks like he's going to. That'll eat up one of your red hearts and give you 3 soul heart, the blue one in return. So it looks like he's gonna take another stars card here, move on to the next floor. Yep, first things first, though. He's going to eat up the rest of his red hearts, except for one. He's thinking about that D6. You might want to think quickly. Okay, yep, there we go. He's going to eat that last heart, put away Guppy's Paw, move on down with his D6 to the Depths 2, both in an Acropolis version right now. So again, we're both on the same floor. Haku already has found his item room, just looking for a boss fight. Or, I'm sorry, ZeroGamePlan. I'm sorry, has already found his item room and is just looking for a boss fight. And, Yeah, I was going to say possibly the ladder for 7 cents, but looks like he's going to pass on it. Just move right on along. Oh, Haku's got plenty of health. Keep in mind, he turned all, like, what did he have? 4 red hearts? Turned all of them into 3 blue hearts apiece, so that's minimally 12 right there. He's off the screen with his soul hearts right now. He's plenty fine. A floor progress bar? No, it'd be impossible. Like, you can see it in the mini-map, basically. All you're looking for is most of the racers are just going to look for in item room, which is that, that yellow one that Haku's in right now, where he gets some damage up, health up at the same time. So, very nice. Definitely is not going to complain about that. He will complain about these masks, on the other hand. Good choice on bombing out of that room. I want no part of that either. Either way, Zero onto his mom's, mom's foot fight already, getting Grey Mom just about done with it. But again, all you're looking for is racers are just going to probably, and again, there's situations where they'll skip parts of these, but they're just going to look for item rooms and boss fights for the most times. Maybe a store, it really is dependent though. If they have a lot of money and maybe know that they're in the lead, maybe they, you know, have to find an arcade to get a little bit of heal. Something of that nature, you never know. So it's really hard to put a floor progress up there. Like, especially right now, like, all ZeroGamePlan's looking for in here is a boss fight. That's literally it. So it would be 100% as soon as he finds it. So it'd be really hard to put something like that up there, sadly. And again, speaking of that, Zero onto the womb right now, which is a utero, which is the expansion version of the floor. So again, he's going to have a few tougher room layouts, enemies, things of that nature, possibly a tougher boss fight. It can be pretty easy, though, depending on what you get. Womb 1 has been really nice to our racers this year, for the most part. Amazingly, I don't want to jinx anybody, but we've yet to see the mask as a Womb 1 boss. I'm just going to throw that out there. It can happen, and we've yet to see it happen, so... Hey, what's up, Fake? Good morning. How you doing? Alright, a little bit more health there for Zero. No such luck on anything else in that room, though. Oh, wow, that bomb didn't get Haku out of the room. That was kind of cheap. So again, this is where the attack fly can actually hurt you as well, because you may accidentally hit one of these exploding bombs, like Haku's about to, when you may not mean to. Wow, that was close. Just like that, he was a little too close right there. Lover's card would spawn 2 red hearts for ZeroGamePlan. He's going to pass on that in favor of the strength card, which adds 1 to all your stats. So I can't blame him there. I'd gladly take that for a boss fight if I were him. Yeah, why on earth would you mention that? Because I'm evil. What's up, Shadow Racer? How you doing? Alright, so moving on to his mom's foot fight. Haku's also got a great version of Mom, so we've had a lot of really easy ones. We have yet to see a blue Mom tonight either. But again, at this point, still playing catch-up to ZeroGamePlan on the right-hand side. And again, though, once you get into the womb, it's all about luck finding your boss fights. So just like you see, Zero finding himself a dead end, having to bomb back out of it. So anything could happen once you get down to the womb levels, especially if there's an XL floor involved. It could really turn at a moment's notice. And again, Haku looking to close it out 2-0. Zero needs this win to even it up and force a game 3. Yeah, you should have stopped 2 lumps ago. What's up, Tiger? How you doing? Good to see you guys. Yeah, that's a really, like, crazy setup on that map. You don't tend to see this too often, but I guarantee he's going the right way now, because there really isn't very many other ways it can go. So he's pretty much got to be going towards it. Again, Haku just about done with his mom's foot fight. There you go. Oh, Diana's crown yet again. The second time that's shown up. Let's see those no crowns, because I guarantee it. Yep, there you go. Haku gonna pass on it. And again, like I was saying, Zero finds his boss fight here. Haku with pretty much no luck. He was hoping for an XL floor, but nope, gonna get a Womb 1. Hope that he's going the right way, because he is out of bombs now. But again, there you see the incredible tear rate and freeze effect on the right-hand side for ZeroGamePlan. Wow, and another banned item. Let's also see those no Bibles, as Zero cannot pick that up or re-roll it either. That is one of your banned items that would have one-hit the last boss, which he is now looking for, Mom's Heart. And again, Zero needs this win to tie it up in 1 apiece, force that game 3 that he's looking for. All the emotes forever. Oh yes, Pageant Boy is allowed. That's an inside joke. That's actually from a Taku's chat add-on that emote even exists. So most people may not even be able to see it. That's because it doesn't really exist unless you have a chat add-on. It's an inside joke more than anything. But no, you can pick up Pageant Boy. That is definitely not a banned item. It's just extra money for you. It's just some of our racers won't bother with it at some points, or just flat out won't ever pick it up out of like a joke towards Princess Diana. He'll be an emote one day. So she says. So she says. I'm kidding, obviously. Here you see a mini version of Blast Assist for ZeroGamePlan. The way that I always go about this, I never try to go at them separately. I'll go at them one at a time, split them up one at a time, worry about it like that, and clear them out easily. One way or the other, that's an easy fight. But there you see, speaking of easy fights, that was not a real hard find of Mom's Heart fight here for ZeroGamePlan. So he's activated that inner compass, and is going to move right on to what could be the last boss fight here. So he's going to look to tie this up at a game apiece, and again, force the first game 3 of week number 5, if at all possible. But again, with that freeze effect, going to keep Mom's Heart out, let it not spawn, assuming that the freeze keeps going on there. Again, he's got more than maxed out tiers. He maxed out his tier rate with the odd mushroom, and then got Cancer to double cap it, so it's ridiculously overcapped at the moment. And just like that, you can see the massacre is over already. But again, Haku put up a dang good fight there, but ZeroGamePlan has tied this up in 1 race apiece. Very nicely done, sir. That was a ridiculous tier build right there. Oh, bloat. I think Haku isn't going to care and start... Yep, I was going to say the resets will begin right about now. But again, wow, ridiculously quick run there, guys. But again, we are tied up in 1, and we will go to a game 3 between the Haku and ZeroGamePlan in 1 minute's time. Again, let me get you the link into both of their channels. I'm going to run a minute worth of ads, let them reset. And here you go. There's a link coming up, and that'll get you into Haku and ZeroGamePlan's channel. Oh, hold on. I love this GIF. That GIF is too good. Have to see it. Go fix yourself a drink. We'll be right back in 1 minute, everybody. And we'll all join Haku in a cheers, and a round 3 coming up momentarily. So be right back again, guys. Alrighty, we're back, we're clear, and it looks like both racers are actually reset and just about ready to go here for round number 3. Again, we got 3-1 the Haku versus 3-1 ZeroGamePlan going to, threes are wild, a game 3 right now, looking to win this night 2-1. Again, both looking to win their 4th game of the season and keep from falling further back at first place. Firth is not a word. It probably is, but not what I meant. Either way, trying to not fall back further at first place. Haku is trailing Cobalt Streak right now by a whopping half a game because Cobalt has not lost. Haku has won. And again, ZeroGamePlan is technically speaking in a 3-way tie for first in his division. So he's looking to move up to stay at the top and not fall behind if anybody else should happen to win. So again, these two are on a call. Let me get you into both of their channels real quick. Once I actually link that up correctly because I can't actually spell. There we go. Nonetheless, there you go. There's a link into both of their channels. And go root on both the Haku and ZeroGamePlan. They're both going to be off and racing at their convenience. And we'll get round 3 underway very shortly here. Indeed, there's a bunch of good lucks to everybody. Again, you can see Zero firing around. Looks like we're about to get rolling shortly because I can't talk. What's up, Nep? How you doing? Indeed, there's that good luck, have fun going around. Oh, I've got to stop crunching on my tooth. Nope, teleport's perfectly legal. And there you see they're off and racing. We got Zero Game Plan resetting off the bat. Balchinian, no thanks. Would have been health up. Oh, let's see those rain bromies though, because we do have an item for Zero Game Plan, or for Haku on the left-hand side, and we're off and running. Sorry, let me get through the lag ball that I just did on Zero's side. Again, I'm connecting overseas to Zero, so bear with us for a second while it reloads, because apparently it doesn't want to. There we go. Now, hopefully I've got a better connection because it's moving way smoother. Again, that's not Zero's side. That's me trying to connect to him from across seas. So crap like that's going to happen sometimes. And there you see Zero wants no part of that mini-boss fight. So that was not lag. That was a reset right there. There's those rain bromies. As you see Rainbow Baby on the left side. That will fire out random tears for the Haku as it follows around. Everything from those little gift shots to pretty low damage, let's see, spectral tears, regular shots, V-pattern, pretty damaging tears, some pretty good stuff, actually. It's pretty awesome, I gotta say. And let's see. Oh, quad shot for Zero Game Plan. We've got ourselves a race brewing here because they are both off and running, guys and gals. So here we go. Quad shot pretty much needs no explanation. You can see it fires 4 shots, hence quad shot. There. There, I gave it an explanation that was totally unneeded. Alright, so let's see, moving on into his first boss fight. Well, he's gonna grab these bombs first. Don't blame him. Free bomb out of it. Might as well. And let's see. Oh, God. Once again, Famine showing up for Zero Game Plan. Because, again, we have not seen this guy enough. So a cube of meat gonna wind up being the reward out of here. Orbital that'll block some shots and build up into Meat Boy in the long run. A little too close on that. Triple fire. Wow, nice dodge there by Zero. I can't believe he got through that triple fire that he was in the middle of. So there's that cube of meat I was referring to. We got the cat of 9 fails, as I like to refer to it, for the Haku was his boss reward. That 16% shot speed increase. Not the greatest thing on the face of the earth, but he's got it. Getting that one spider out of the corner. I cannot stand that room just for those spiders. They are so annoying. Holy crap, nice Haku. So since that's official, we now have 2 admins in the league. How's that for cookies? No, seriously, that's awesome. So congrats to Eddie on that one. That was freaking awesome right there. But soon. Where are we getting the numbers from? Let me show you the link real quick here. As soon as I find my mouse and figure out where the hell it is. There we go. Wait, oops. Try that again. If I could spell and have my hand in the right spot. Ouch, Haku down on the left side. Dang. That was unexpected. There's the link for you, though. Oh, wow, it's not Famine, but it's over. Wow, prayer card in the curse room. That's kind of not expected. So interesting here. It looks like Zero's going to be willing to leave behind that D6. Prayer card every 6 rooms would give you a half an eternal heart. Those half white hearts that if you take onto the next floor or build 2 on the same floor would give you a red heart container. So it looks like Zero's going to worry a little bit more about his health and take that instead of the D6. We got some homing bombs and 5 extra bombs on the left-hand side for Haku as he picks up Bobby Bomb. So again, you'll see if he lays those down against enemies, they will actually home in on them. And again, he's not far behind right now. He's only the 1 floor behind Zero. Though again, that quad shot and prayer card combo might be a little overpowered on Zero's side. I've seen that man do some challenge Isaac, and yeah, that's a pretty good build for him. So we'll see what happens here. Again, nobody's ever out of it. All it takes is 1 item room to change any type of run. There you see the prayer card usage for Zero Game Plan on the right, turning into a full red heart as he moves on down. And that'll recharge in 6 rooms for him. We had public signups a couple months before the races began, so we got another good 4.5 months on this league, and then, and speaking of those Eternal Hearts, Haku gonna get one as well. He's thinking about pills. Two of the same. Ooh, 3 health ups. Wow. 3 health up pills for Haku. He's gonna be a very happy man right now, taking a random pill on with him, and that Eternal Heart. There's that 4th heart up for him. So speaking of health builds, wow. That was a heck of a beginning there for a first floor. Haku already at 7 red heart containers. We have a Maggie run of brewing. My god. Anyways, we had public signups open for a couple months beforehand. We got a couple more months left on this one. Probably when Rebirth comes out at the beginning of the year, we'll have more information on Season 3, but it'll be public signups again. Without question. And it doesn't matter where you live, as long as you can broadcast on Twitch, you're good to go. Yeah, and I thought that, like, Zero was going to wind up with a crazy amount of hearts, but I think I might be mistaken, and Haku might actually have a slight advantage in that situation there. So, my god. But there you see Haku finishing off, and speaking of more health up and damage up for Haku. He isn't even, or for ZeroGamePlan, I'm sorry, on the right-hand side. I don't know why I screw these dudes' names up so often. I'm being terrible with this, too. But nonetheless, a little more health up. He's not even going to worry about the prayer card or his item room. He's just going to move on down to the caves, too. I came to say hi. Thankfully you're done spewing out soap, hopefully. Oh god, Ultra Pride on Zero's side. This is like one of the worst mini-boss fights in my opinion. All these homing tiers. This is what we refer to as Edmund and Florian's fight. Yeah, and suddenly the music gets dramatic as we get to this mini-boss fight from hell. Everybody says that. The one looks like Skrillex. Everybody says that every time. Alright, so Haku coming across this boss fight. Looks like the cat's trying to say hi to you guys verbally. Want to meow at him? No. There's that last... How the fuck did that actually just now unlock for him? So that's happened to like 2 racers so far. There's your glitch on the save file, by the way, guys. So again, when you do transfer save files, we do have a Platinum God save file. But it's going to glitch out a few of the unlocks. So it claims that you don't have them. Now, we've seen Zero with the left hand already this year, so we know full well that he had it unlocked already. But beside the point, it glitches a few of them out, and you actually have to get the quote-unquote unlocks to show up again like that. But when you trade save files, and we all kept the exact same one, it's Mellow Aces, by the way. But it does have every single thing unlocked. We've seen every other racer find the left hand at some point, so that's nothing strange, it's just that sucks for timing. But nonetheless, going into his item room, Zero going to pick up the Miter, which will give him a 50% chance that red hearts will actually spawn as blue soul hearts. What's up, Baklava? How you doing, dude? Oh, nice, and Duff too? Hell yes. Alright, so we'll find out what Haku gets for his item room once he actually winds up with a key, because no luck so far, nothing spawning either, so he can't get into that item room yet. And again, chances are he may or may not be back. It's really going to depend on if he comes across this boss fight, and I'm going to forget where it's at with his Curse of Darkness. Hopefully he won't. Again, ZeroGamePlan fighting his second horseman, though, Pestilence. We'll wind up with that second cube of meat. He'll wind up with even more shots firing out. You'll see a red one from time to time. That'll actually be Meat Boy's head once he picks this up. And again, a couple more hits there, and that ought to take care of it. There you see it. So that'll be the second cube of meat, which you just picked up. Let me get through this, because it's stuttering again, as always. I have, like, the worst issue watching stuff at this time of night. And loading screen error going into the depths. Let's see if Zero winds up in the next elf floor, or if it's just being Flash being stupid. Yeah, it's taking too long. This is probably just Flash being stupid. So he's probably just going to get a regular floor here. Cat, why are you licking my hand? I love you too. I will pet you momentarily, I swear. Into a curse room. Let's see, nothing real special. 1 heart and a couple of attack flies for Haku. There's Zero getting through that loading screen error to find Necropolis 1, just an expansion version. So again, like you can almost tell by the loading screen, if it happens really quickly, you're getting an XL floor. Well, if it gives you that loading screen but then just like flashes and pops in, you have an XL floor. If it takes a long time like that, it's most likely just a regular one. Alright, a little bit more health there for Zero. And again, he's working on Depths 1 right now. A very slight advantage on Haku on the left side, who is still in Escapes 2 at the moment. So again, just the minimal, like, one floor behind. I would say it's probably half a floor, just because of the one boss fight he's looking. Or that he's looking to find, I should say. And again, nicely placed bomb here by Zero. Actually kind of surprised he didn't use up a second one to kill these off. But again, getting one of those groupings of 3 out of the way in that room ZeroGamePlan is in is a very smart move. So I like what he did there. Alright, these masks going to be a little bit of an issue for Zero. This is why I hate them. They seem to just all of a sudden be like, oh, hi, I need to face hug you. And next thing you know, you're down like 4 hearts. I hate those things. Moving into that item room, 10 extra bombs, so you may actually grab that key on the way out just for fun. Yep, lo and behold, he's going to. Alright, so 1 extra key to replace that. So like I said, 10 bombs there for ZeroGamePlan. Nothing real special out of that. There's the boss fight for Haku. Still never came across a key, though, so he's going to wind up with leaving that item room behind. Alright, cat, you can't eat my headphone cable, so you have to go down on the floor now. Sorry. Gotta happen. Love you too, cat, but you can't eat that. Oh, a little bit of lag ball on Haku's side. So he's got the Duke of Flies right now, by the way. Give it this about, 2 bombs here. Again, like I said, I have issues watching. Again, it's MLG weekend. Woohoo! So let's see if we can't pop on through that lag ball. There you go. Just a little bit more to clear out of this room, though. Down at that 1.5 hearts. Make that 2.5, and make that 3.5, plus some damage up. So another heart container for Haku, and he's going to be moving on to his Depths 1. Again, with a Necropolis as well, so both have expansion versions of the floor. And here you see Zero moving on to his boss fight, having already found his item room, so give him about a full floor lead at the moment. Yeah, either way, both of those bosses suck. Sorry, it was a husk. I was going through a lag ball there, so I just kind of like looked and went like, oh, that's what it is. Cat, can you not eat the internet cable, too? Wow. My cat's insane. Oof. Half a heart right now for Haku. It's getting a little risky. Getting more than a little risky, quite honestly. Oh, wow. 3-piece Meat Boy for Zero. That's kind of surprising, actually. That's really surprising, quite honestly. So that's one of the few racers willing to take that, but now you see what 3-piece Meat Boy looks like, and down goes Haku on the right side, or left side, sorry, Jesus. And into that last item room, Ghost Baby, not the greatest thing. So you see the Spectral Tears from the follower going behind ZeroGamePlan now, so not the greatest, definitely not the worst item either, it's still damage up. But now you see why 3-piece Meat Boy, not really the greatest thing, it's going after one of the poison firing things in the left side of the room. You can't damage that, Meat Boy. Dirt Boy, what are you doing? Like, Dirt Boy, I don't understand. Yeah, they're talking to each other in a call right now. Yeah, Dad trolling Meat Boy. Gotta love it, don't you? Let me get to the link into both of their channels so you can actually hear them talking to each other. So yes, they do know where the other one is at. They know what's going on, unless, like in one situation this year, we had somebody lying about where they were. Yeah, Meat Boy, what are you doing? Stop. Alright, so again, Haku's still just looking for it, and I'm amazed he still hasn't come across both. Maybe here? There you go. Connected to each other, he's got his item room and boss fight. I knew it had to happen sooner or later. That was way too big of a floor not to have found it at this point. Let's see, there's a relic for Haku again, so every 4 rooms that'll spawn a blue soul heart for him. Moving into his first boss fight, he'll get Larry Jr., mind a green version of it, so a little bit... I was going to say a little bit tougher unless you get that bomb to land, but I'm kind of surprised he got that to work. See, Zero's not going to spend time gambling, so nobody drink. No drinking involved. We're good. We're good here. Ongoing joke that everybody has to drink when Zero gambles, but don't, please, because, good God, you're going to get hammered. Nonetheless, killing off everything in that arcade, Zero's going to move on, just looking for his boss fight here. Looking to get out of this dead-end room that he's in. I'm surprised he isn't bombing out of here, actually. I would not want to be in this fight. And what if I was already drinking? Then you're one step ahead. So let's see, again, there's that cat of 9 fails, as we like to refer to it. So there's shot speed increase for Haku. Again, no key to get into his item room yet. Ah, that frames per second hit from Flash. Gotta love it. So there you see Meat Boy actually doing his job. Or trying to in this case, and not actually being able to catch up to anything. There's some Mom's Lipstick for some more range up on Haku's side. Alright, like, could Zero get some more money at this point, possibly? Now, the question is, with those 2 keys, will he go into the store? Because I'm putting money down that if he does, it's greed. Anybody? Greed? Oh, it's not. Wow. Oh, come on. Really? The ladder again? On the other hand, in the double deal there for Haku after his second floor, he's got the mark, so that's damage up and 1 soul heart for him. So again, he did spend 2 hearts for it, but that damage up is worth the 1 heart that you're going to wind up missing out on. So again, no such luck in the store for Zero. He's going to hang on to all this money and prove that you can take it with you when you go. But he's going to move on to his mom's foot fight. And he's going to get regular Greymon again. So we've seen very few variants show up today. At least to this point. Now, mind you, I might have jinxed our next, 4 racers, but to this point, we're good. We've only seen Red Mom and Gray Mom. We've yet to see the blue, really nasty, I hate you so much version of Mom. Alright, bombing on through. Haku already knowing that he's behind here, so he's just going to keep... Wow, no such luck. Just going to keep looking for the rooms that he needs, so he has no bombs left, so now he has to fight out of this dead-end room that he's in. Speaking of money, why not? A little more damage to do here for ZeroGamePlan on the right side, though, and he's going to look to move on to his Womb 1. Again, does have a full charge on that prayer card, so we'll see if he uses it here. Why not? Might as well get the health up on the way down to the next floor. Oh, Haku just got hosed over there. So for those that didn't see it, Haku got blown back out of the room that he was in momentarily, which is kind of crappy. I hate the way that room sets up. If you're not expecting those explosive guys, you're screwed. And you're going to get bombed right back out of the room and have to come right back into it. So that worked out very, very crappy time-wise there. Yeah, Meat Boy is more like Wonder Boy, because you kind of have to wonder when he's going to actually do something. There's that facepalm emote once more. Oh, gotta love it. Come on, loading screen. Oh, there you go. Getting through his loading screen. ZeroGamePlan gonna hope for the will he find an XL? Nope, no such luck. Just a normal Womb 1 again. But again, he got the super bandage at the end of that floor, so you can see the extra health up he's gotten. That pretty bandage on the top of his head. Diana, he's dead and he knows this. Oh, I love it. The super bandage gave ZeroGamePlan 3 of those soul hearts you see at the end of his health bar there. Or, I'm sorry, plus 2 hearts and plus 2 soul hearts at the same time? Forget which it is. There's so many health ups. I know, it's like health for days versus... we got 2 red hearts. Again, Haku did spend some of the hearts that he has, and he is still way behind at this point, so he's gotten less health pickups at this point, or less chances for him. But he did spend 2 of his red hearts already on the mark, versus ZeroGamePlan kind of sort of holding on to everything because he hasn't had a chance to spend it. Ooh, Parasite. So again, we got a very nice, interesting build going for Haku, but again, is it going to be too little too late? What the hell was that? I don't think I even want to know what that GIF was, because I just saw fur. Either way, though, the parasite will wind up splitting your shots as they actually come in contact with either an enemy or a wall, for example. It was a bunny? Okay, I didn't see. I didn't see. All I saw was fur. Yeah, random bunny GIF. And we've gotten Diana into a Tinsy. Yeah, awesome. There we see a couple more bombs for Zero. He's going to check out this challenge room, though. Not going to bother with it, especially with just that one key he's got left. Whoever's got the car outside with a terrible fan belt in it, please just turn it off. Yeah, this room especially, I gotta agree, I'd bomb on through this. But being that close to it, might as well clear it out. And just a little bit more to go on this floor. I'm assuming that, let's see, this is probably gonna break back off to the left, so my guess would be Zero's actually got quite a few more rooms to go here. Oh, damn, Haku down. That's a nasty room with all those spikes in there, especially if you get caught in one bad corner like Haku just did. So Haku back to the start once more. But first, there's something I have to do. Whee! And back to the start for Haku, like I was saying. God, I love that GIF. Something about those GIFs. I just freaking adore that for some reason. So back to the start, crack the sky. No such taking on that one. He'll be restarting. But first. Like I said, you gotta love the GIFs this season. Like, just they're taking it with good nature. Like, even if, you know, like, God forbid, oh no, I lost. Like, it's not the end of the world. It's all about, like, oh, let's have fun with it too, so. And believe me, it ain't over yet. It's looking pretty well in Zero's favor, though, at this point, though, as he's rocking on along with, let's see, 9 red heart containers, still 1.5 more blue hearts. So, he's looking pretty good, let alone with that prayer card. Could get himself a little more health up on the way down to the next floor as well. Seeing as he already has it charged. Let's see, Haku did not want the poison touch on the virus that he had there. Looks like Zero wants no part of worrying about this room, and just going to keep moving on along. There you see, he's probably just got a few more rooms at this point until he finds this boss fight. Alright, so let's see, that I believe was Stigmata if I saw correctly. Yes, indeed it was. So damage up and health up for Haku. Had to make sure I saw that right. And moving on to that, oh god, into the bloat fight. I'll tell you a little secret about the bloat here that ZeroGamePlan is fighting. Try to stay up at the top of the room if at all humanly possible. It'll keep him from being able to do that brimstone shot that you see right there. Again, he's going to jump up towards you at some points. Just try not to stay in line directly with his eyes. Move right back up to the top when he jumps at you again. He cannot brimstone. Makes that fight so much easier. Again, Zero just about done with it here. Gonna get the cat of 9 fail, so again, his shot speed will increase. There you see, wow, that's kind of funny. He's gonna get an Eternal Heart anyways as he moves on, so he's gonna pop that prayer card, get himself the heart for this floor, because again, if you get 2 of them on the same floor, it builds into a red heart container. And there you see, moving on to Utero 2. Let me advance this through, because I know I'm getting a lag ball again, so let me make sure I know where he's at. And let's get a Judgy Please. Judgy Please. Again, I was only 1 room behind, but hey, crap happens. Oof. Yeah, Abel, that was not a Judgy Please moment right there. So there you can see Abel will fly around the room the opposite direction of ZeroGamePlan. Will also fire out in the opposite direction. Still not the worst thing ever. Believe me, he'll take it. He's not going to cry. It's more damage. But it's really, really kind of strange. So it takes a lot of getting used to, if nothing else. But again, going to move up towards the northwest here, see if he can't find his boss fight. Again, in the womb, you are just looking for fight. Maybe an arcade, maybe a library, but there are no item rooms, there are no stores. So again, all our racers look for once you get down here, unless they desperately need a heal, would pretty much just be boss fights. So Zero just looking for that right now. Again, we're in at best 2 out of 3, so Zero looking to take the night 2-1 here and move himself to 4-1 on the season. And there you see Haku with the Spelunker helmet. That'll actually let him know when he comes across his secret and or super secret room. Again, you would need the I've Seen Everything glasses to have it opened up for free, but you'll know exactly where it's at. You won't have to waste bombs looking. Yep, let me get you the dual stream link. There you go. Fate's already got it for you. And sitting on Spazbot's a link that'll get you into both Haku and ZeroGamePlan's channel. So be sure to check that out. I love that my fan on the back of my computer is being stupid now, too. Awesome. Anyways, hopefully that's nowhere near my mic where that's picking it up, though I'm sure it is. Alright, so let's see. Zero with this split off here. Which way will he choose? Let's try left. Ooh, dead-end fight with Loki. That'll be a no thank you and a bomber right back out. Let's try down to the south. Hey, look at that. We found our boss fight. Alright, so Zero's found his mom's heart fight. So I knew it was going to happen sooner or later there. Yep, here goes football boy. Boom! There you see why the three-piece Meat Boy can be a little risky. These bombs flying around the room scare the hell out of me with Meat Boy, because he will destroy them right next to you in like the worst timing humanly possible sometimes. Alright, so moving on into that mom's heart fight. Into a room, Loki, 180, gone. Oh, Soccer Boy, playing soccer. There you just saw why we don't like three-piece Meat Boy on the right side with ZeroGamePlan, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that dude is such a little troll. Good God. Look at this, he isn't even fighting anything. This is why Meat Boy is dumb. This is why most people will not take the third or fourth piece. They just want the orbital, because it's so much better for you. Again, this will do a lot of damage, but only when it wants to. Nonetheless. About 10% of the way through the mom's heart fight here. Again, ZeroGamePlan looking to close this out 2-0. Or 2-1, I'm sorry. Jeez Louise, I can read scores. Crump's paying attention. Look at me, I'm Pele. And there you see, one of the times he comes in very useful is against those Mass Knights. Really, Meat Boy? You didn't even move and you kicked that bomb. There we go. That worked out slightly better for Zero than the first bomb did. Wow, that was just trolling Meat Boy moments right there. God, this is why I hate three-piece so much, especially in this fight. Nonetheless, just a little more damage to be done here with the squad shot, and ZeroGamePlan is looking pretty good at the moment here, trying to close this out. And just a couple more, and you're going to see it here. 1, 2, 3, and there's your last shot. Ladies and gentlemen, your victor tonight, coming back from a 1-0 deficit. Mr. ZeroGamePlan has won the night 2-1, so he moves to 4-1 on the season, dropping Haku to 3-2, now 2 losses behind Cobalt Streak. So very nicely done, Zero, and again, very nice.